Okay. Okay. What's up, guys? Are we back? Sorry. Sorry, I had to make some food. I was hungry. Been working. Been working all day. If you guys can hit the like button and share the stream if you can. So let's see here. State of Play live stream. There's not going to be any PS5 stuff. I don't know why. I don't think there's going to be anything PS5 related. So, yeah, I don't think that's going to be a thing. So, whoever said that, stop. So no PS5s. I don't think there's going to be any PS5 stuff. I don't think so. It said the latest announcements on PS4 and PSVR games. And it said nothing about PS5. So, why would you think that there's going to be PS5 stuff there? They didn't say anything about PS5. So yeah, I had to make some food. What's up, El Comanche? What's up, Scott Southern? What's up? What's up, guys? Sorry, I have some food here I'm gonna be eating. I made some taquitos and a leftover slice of pizza. I'm back. Taquitos are good. If there's some pretty big PS4 game that they'll need to be announced, I wonder if they'll drop one here. Maybe. Definitely possible. Definitely possible. I'm not expecting much either, but I think it's cool. Sit back and enjoy the show. It's not like we were expecting this. This is something new. So, even if it sucks, that's fine. We weren't expecting it anyway. You know, at least with Nintendo Directs, we expect them to bring it. We have no idea how this could suck. You know? Pineapple taquitos? What type of weirdo food is that? What's up, Round Up Penguin? Pineapple pizza? No. Regular pizza with little, like pretty much all the cheese off. Just sauce, bread, and some pepperonis. And some sauce. And some more sauce. Roasted fruits, never. Never. Never catch me eating that. It's not completely cheeseless. It's just like a lot of the cheese is ripped off. A lot of the grease is patted off and the cheese is off because I'm lactose intolerant. So I can eat a little bit of cheese, but I can't eat too much cheese. Otherwise, I'll be bathroom essence instead of player essence. I should ban you, Richie EB, for sitting there and suggesting that I'm going to eat pineapples on my pizza. It's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Costco pizza? I'm not picky with my pizza, guys. I just don't like really cheesy pizza. This is Little Caesars pizza. Everybody hates, a lot of people hate Little Caesars. But they eat it because it's cheap. No, don't talk about it. Yeah, you're right, Richie. Like pickles? Yeah, that's true. I don't mind pickles, but I'm not going to go out of my way to buy them. But I'll eat them. Like, if they're there, sometimes I'll get it, like, every, like, once a year or twice a year, I might get an urge to eat a pickle. And then I'll eat it. I'll buy some. I'll eat, like, half of the bottle over the course of, like, a month, and then I'll throw away the rest. At least once a year I do that. Deep dish pizza is disgusting. You should never eat that crap. Too much cheese. You lost a Little Caesars near you? You don't have multiple Little Caesars in your area? Because we got like 15 where I'm at. I like what B. Jefferson says. Pineapple doesn't belong on pizza. Not here in the West. Maybe in Sweden. Fairy Tiger and Robert, you guys eating weird Viking pizza. Hey, OJ, come on. You never mentioned whether you're going to be streaming the State of Play. I know. Maybe I might stream the State of Play, guys. I might. I might. I might stream it. I might. I just might stream it for you guys. Let me know who here wants to watch the State of Play. I was actually just going to eat a bunch of different food and talk to you guys about nothing. But if you want me to stream State of Play, let me know in the chat. I'll be more than happy to stream State of Play for you guys. But you guys got to let me know if you guys actually want me to stream State of Play. That's the biggest thing. So yeah. 696 Daddy 969. If you're getting ads, it's because Twitch did some type of weird ad thing where they removed ad blocker. So ad blocker no longer works on Twitch. And it's kind of going a little bit wonky for some people. So that's the reason why. Stream the Sony event. Food stream. Stream, please? Okay. Which stream, though? Which stream do you guys want? Yeah, 696 Daddy. That's just basically what's going on here, man. They enabled some new type of tech to block ad block. And it was a little wonky sometimes. A Fairy Tiger with the $5 donation and says, a serious question. Will you stream the PlayStation thingy today? I think so. Just because of that donation, you guys got it. So you guys have Fairy Tiger to thank for funding me streaming this PlayStation thingy. What's up, Murdoch Loco? Man, you work hard, dude. Just finished job number 1. On his way to job number 2, taking care of the family. I respect you for that, my man. Sony water, baby. I got some Sony tea today, Chris. Got some Sony tea today. This Sony presentation is going to be better than any Nintendo Direct because Sony always wins, baby. The runtime? The runtime is going to be, I don't think they said. It's starting up in 3 minutes, but I don't think they said what the runtime is actually going to be. Like how long it's going to be, I don't know. They didn't say. Yeah, they didn't say. So we'll have to wait and see. Got 3 minutes, guys. So we'll switch over to the reaction phase in just a bit. This better be $10, 4K, 60 frames per second, handheld hybrid with VR capabilities. Anything less, and you're a fanboy. If you're not expecting the best, you're a fanboy if we don't get that. How dare you? Fraud. Cloud gaming service? Doesn't Sony already have like a streaming service, PlayStation Now? Yo, what's good, Ben? Good to see you here, my man. Sony Milk? Nah. But yeah, I thought they already have a streaming service. It's like a PlayStation Now. I think it was like back in like 2014 or 2013 or when was it? Like 2015? I forgot when it was, but one year Sony bought they bought a streaming service for games called Gaikai. And then they just evolved Gaikai into PlayStation Now, which was an online streaming service back then. So not Genkai. Gaikai. Gaikai. G-A. Not Genkai. That would be dope if it was called Genkai, though. I love you, Yu Hakusho. Alright. I finished my Sony. Doesn't Sony already have like a streaming service, PlayStation Now? Yo, what's good, Ben? Good to see you here, my man. Sony Milk? Nah. But yeah, I thought they already have a streaming service. It's like a PlayStation Now. I think it was like back in like 2014 or 2013 or when was it? Like 2015? I forgot when it was, but one year Sony bought they bought a streaming service for games called Gaikai. And then they just evolved Gaikai into PlayStation Now, which was an online streaming service back then. So not Genkai. Gaikai. Gaikai. G-A. Not Genkai. That would be dope if it was called Genkai, though. I love you, Yu Hakusho. Alright. I finished my Sony pizza. Finished my Sony tea. Well, I got a little bit more Sony tea left. So I'm ready for this. I'm ready for this stream. Oh, Yu Yu Hakusho top 3? Oh, absolutely. You know, arguably, yeah, top 3 anime of all time. Absolutely, Yu Yu Hakusho. Huh? Absolutely. Let's go ahead and switch over, guys. I need to play Livestream Maker. Maybe just a little bit. There we go. That's cool. Looking forward to some Sony goodness. Nick Pad, I really want a Yu Yu Hakusho fighting game or like a Yu Yu Hakusho action RPG. I'd pay $100 plus for that if it was good. TV Boy 706 with the subscription. Thank you so much, TV Boy. All right, here we go. Hold up, let me make sure the audio's good.
Morning, sir. Our travel time to Shanghai is 11 hours, 15 minutes.
Told you we should have taken the faster flight.
I think the board prefers you wear a more conventional suit to these company meetings.
You can't outrun your past.
Friday, tell me I didn't just imagine that.
Negative, sir. Sir, incoming!
A little late, don't you think? Friday, suit up, now!
All systems online.
Oh, the Avengers game!
Sir,
Woo!
around 10 o'clock.
Oh, it's not actual gameplay.
Any idea who we're up against?
You've made your share of
Well,
enemies,
is
sir.
it a VR game?
Equal time. Above you.
That's how it's done.
It's a VR.
Threat neutralized.
Good, I have a plane to catch.
It's a VR. I knew it.
Welcome to State of Play, a look ahead to the future of PlayStation. Throughout the year, State of Play will showcase upcoming games, updates, and announcements. And we've got plenty in store for our first episode, like the debut of Marvel's Iron Man VR, which is coming to PlayStation VR in 2019 from PlayStation's worldwide studios, developer Camouflage, and Marvel Games. Up next, a fan favorite announces extra goodies for PS4 players. Let's take a look.
PlayStation Direct! Yo! similar? Damn! Nice, okay, we got some Crash. Team Racing, okay. Let's go. It's literally a Nintendo Direct, but just blue, different fonts and blue, which is fine. I mean, I knew Sony would do this. I knew Sony would, so it makes sense. I don't mind. This is good. It's good.
The popular kart racer is due out June 21st. Now, let's shift gears. Next up, the team at Hello Games beams us an update from the world of No Man's Sky.
All right. VR, more VR.
You're actually competing against an opposing team who's racing through an identical dungeon. Reaching the end of the dungeon will trigger a winner-take-all arena brawl. The faster you progress through the dungeon, the more powerful you'll be when it's time to throw down. Ready, Set, Heroes had us hooked from the moment we picked up the controller. The combat feels crunchy and the loot flows like water. The final game is expected to support up to 4 players across online multiplayer and local split screen. Sounds like perfect party game material.
That's cool.
Look for Ready, Set, Heroes to hit PS4 later this year.
Okay.
Next, let's get an update on the eagerly awaited PlayStation VR game first announced at Paris Games Week.
Ryan Marks, SAS Nomad Squadron. You're facing multiple life sentences. Conspiracy, arson. More murders than we could even count.
We're heavy on the VR, guys.
I just want to know what went down.
My name is Ryan Marks. I'm a soldier. Now, don't get me wrong, I love my day job. But it's always nice to come home. Spend some time with the family. Mum!
Oh, for God's sake, what did I tell you?
See some culture.
Nice use of that Special Forces stealth there, mate.
Taking the sights. Let's get inside, find out what it's on. Catch up with some old friends.
Think of it as a merger. Apart from you. You can off back to the army.
Is that it?
I think I broke a window.
Tony's been approaching some of our people.
What are we looking for then? Clues, evidence, anything that will tell us what Tony's up to. Got it.
We need to push back hard or we're finished.
Get me underneath! Closer!
Average weekend, really.
PlayStation VR heavyweight Blood and Truth finally has a confirmed release date, May 28th. That's just around the corner. In fact, PlayStation VR players have a lot to get excited about this year. Here's a look at the next wave of PlayStation VR titles slated for 2019.
Turn the bass up. I wanna see you move. And you can bring your friends. You can bring your friends.
I told you guys on Twitter, I was like, yo, the VR segments are going to be like the 3DS segments for me, man. But the Nintendo Directs, I just don't care about VR, man. Too many VR, so many VR, so much VR stuff, dude. And I'm talking about like the 3DS segments like back in the Wii U days. Spent a lot of time on VR. Look at the VR games. But I'll take this over Sony's old stuff that they did before.
Human resource.
What's this? What we got?
Okay. That's audio at least. Almost there. Just a sec. There we go. Looking good, son. Sam, give me a systems diagnostic. I need to know what is going on. I need the crew.
I know you're all afraid of what is happening. To the station. To us.
Captain.
And quite right, too.
Oh my god.
And I just want you to know. Whatever happens next.
Sam?
Sorry.
It's time. You have to take us there.
Observation. Okay.
Science fiction thriller Observation is coming soon to PS4, and it's bringing some serious development talent to its unusual and haunting premise. Our next game is a frightening new installment in a fan favorite series.
Transitions are good. Well edited. Oh, Five Nights at Freddy's or whatever? It's a VR game. VR.
Here's some first footage. You'll try to survive different levels from the original games, as well as all new nightmares.
Right? Okay. So just be aware, the characters do can
has picked up some unwanted friends. To clear the infestation, apply the Fazbear Entertainment restaurant.
Five Nights at Freddy's VR, Help Wanted, is the first virtual reality game in the Five Nights universe, and it's coming to PlayStation VR this spring. Next, let's get a new look at a gorgeous adventure coming soon to PS4 from PlayStation's Worldwide Studios.
Okay, here we go. Nice, nice. Got some PlayStation Worldwide Studios games. I like it. Got that multiplayer game. Then we have this game here. Looking here, I'm liking this though. Giving us first exclusive looks at new games from Sony's first part, like Sony's own in-house. You know, that's good. Okay, kind of a interesting art style.
Oh, what's this? Your little coloring book?
The hell is
You
that?
mean it?
The hair. My hero? Deku?
Hello? Whoa. Whoa! You're alive? Hey, over here. You want me to do that?
The talking animation is weird.
To paint this whole town back to life. Got it! Yes!
Come on, let's get it! Hey, Paul! Don't let him get away!
Keep running, freak!
I don't like the.
If I leave now, that darkness will just come back here. I can't let that happen.
Is this some combat here? Concrete genie. Just the animate, like the claymation type of animation I don't like. But it looks interesting. It looks interesting. I mean, that's cool.
Concrete Genie is a creative new adventure from developer Pixel Opus. And today, we can also confirm the game will feature a PlayStation VR mode. More details to come as Concrete Genie prepares for launch later this year. Up next, an update from the dangerous world of Days Gone.
Okay, Days Gone update. All right, let's see it.
You know, we never talked about it while we still wore the colors. All this time out in the freak show when shit like this didn't matter anymore. When we wrote out a farewell without Sarah, I knew that we were leaving everything behind.
What
did you do? Everything that mattered was gone.
Folks here in a lot of pain, Deke. You find his stash. You bring it to me. To me, Deke. You do that, we'll see what we can do for you.
Deke, bro. And I know what kind of man he is. What he's done. He done any worse than you? Ricky? How about me?
You're afraid to be here. You're afraid to be a part of something. We need you here, and that scares the hell out of you.
We have to look out for each other. That is all we got.
You could have saved a few lives.
There was no hope, there was no time, there was no room, okay? We'd already turned on each other by the time the hordes arrived.
Hope you're right about your old lady, Deke. Gotta ask you something. What does it matter if everyone else is dead?
Okay, nice little trailer. What we got here?
Days Gone is just 1 month away, so let's take a peek at some new gameplay. Days Gone is set in a harsh and unforgiving world populated by roving bandits and flesh-eating freakers. As bounty hunter Deacon St. John, you'll upgrade your bike, scavenge weaponry, and toss Molotov cocktails, all in a bid to stay one step ahead of certain death. And you'll need all the firepower you can find when you face off with the game's more powerful freakers, like this Breaker. But in Days Gone, your wits might be your greatest weapon. Why take on a heavily guarded enemy encampment when you can lure in a freaker horde and let them handle the dirty work? We can't wait to see the screens and videos you share when Days Gone launches on April 26th.
I'm probably gonna pick that
Before
one
we
up.
go, let's get one more update from the gang at NetherRealm Studios.
I'm gonna pick up Days Gone. Even if it sucks,
Who's
I'll
next?
pick it up.
I'm next. Hollywood.
Go back to the 90s.
Our future, Liu Kang. It is insane.
Even if it sucks,
Who's
I'll
next?
pick it up.
I'm next. Hollywood.
Go back to the 90s.
Our future, Liu Kang. It is insane. That was easy.
Oh God, yo. It's gonna be like a new episode of MTV Cribs. Love and fighting games.
I do my own stunts. You? I got people for that. Poser.
This is so cheesy, I love it.
You better check yourself.
Another one. That's great. That's great.
It's official. Series veterans Jax, Kung Lao, and Liu Kang are joining the ever-growing Mortal Kombat 11 lineup. And stay tuned, NetherRealm is promising more updates before launch on April 23rd. Well, that's a wrap on our very first episode of State of Play. This was just the beginning. We'll be back throughout the year to share new announcements, first look trailers, and other updates from the world of PlayStation. See you soon, and thanks for watching.
Nope, that's it. Not one more trailer. That's it. That's it. Okay. On the VR, so I'm definitely docking it points for that. I love the format. They essentially took the Nintendo Direct, almost perfected formula, and kind of put it into their own thing. That's a Nintendo Direct Mini. So they took the formula of a Nintendo Direct Mini, because I think in minis, you don't see like any company people talking at all. Nintendo Directs, you actually see, you know, somebody representing the company, because it makes it seem more genuine. So they took the format of exactly like a Nintendo Direct Mini, and they applied that to this. Nothing huge in terms of the announcements, updates on games that we already know about, which is fine. We saw the first footage of exactly like what the more story trailer, Mortal Kombat, that's cool. We saw a better gameplay trailer, and footage for Days Gone with the story. The story looks stupid. I think in Days Gone it looks dumb, but Days Gone, I'll probably check it out. I mean, just to see. I mean, I haven't bought a Sony first party exclusive in a while, so I'll probably pick that up at some point. I don't know when, but I'll pick it up when it's like $20, probably by the end of the year. So yeah, that seems interesting. The new game that they showed off, the something create genies or whatever, that weird kind of claymation looking, talking, but 3D graphics, but clay. I mean, that looked interesting, but I wanted to see some more actual, like what's the gameplay, what's it consist of. So that game's coming out this year, not bad. They had that multiplayer animal game or whatever, where you're using different animals and you're fighting, and then it's like simultaneous with somebody else that's out there. So that was cool. Overall, not a bad show for like I said, and I think that the format and the announcements will get better. You know, I think that they can apply that same formula, and they can put that into bigger games, right? And then it'll be a better State of Play. So in terms of the format, great. They literally copied Nintendo to a T. They took the Nintendo Direct Mini, and they literally just changed the fonts and the sizes and of things, and just like, instead of just moving on like in the circular or the square blade, I think they said, oh, we'll have these blades, you know? They literally took the Nintendo Direct Mini formula and said, this is exactly what we're going to do, the exact same thing. It is just PlayStation fonts and different rearrangements and shapes, but it's essentially a PlayStation Direct. What I heard about before, just kind of like my reactions, like I said, I was expecting something like this. People were saying Inside Xbox, and I was thinking, I never reported on that. I never said Inside Xbox. And even in my title here, you know, where some people were saying like their version of the Inside Xbox or anything, I was always thinking PlayStation Direct. Like, that was my live stream title. Like, this is a PlayStation Direct, because that's how I felt, and that was the information that was given to me about this State of Play, was PlayStation Direct. And once again, this is the just my reactions are kind of all tying into this, but I think Sony feels that part of the reason why Nintendo games do so well is because they do have this. I think that's just what I was told, that this was one of the reasons why they feel that their games have long-term support or whatever the case is outside of them being good games, right? Because Sony feels they make games just as good as Nintendo's games. If you look at review rankings, Last of Us, blah, 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 whatever, okay? So regardless of what you think about that, that's irrelevant. What I'm trying to say is that Sony feels that this is a key factor why so many people have this hysteria with Nintendo when it comes to things, and they wanted to have their own way of doing it. So overall, I applaud them for trying something new for them, and following the leader when it comes to the Nintendo Direct. This is the formula that I felt was going to be the future. Even back then, everyone was calling me damage controlling fanboy, oh, blah, 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 E3, all this other stuff, you know? Everybody called me names back then, and I said, okay, well, you guys will see. And it took about a good, it took about a good 5-6 years, and this is the format that's the future. It's Nintendo Direct styles information directly to you, first reveals gameplays, nothing too long, about a good, 15 to 20 minutes, solid, no fat, tells us the format of what they're going to do, tells us gives us like a little preview of what's next, right? And definitely good. I can't complain too much. In terms of the actual content in there, it wasn't very good. It was just edited very well. It wasn't amazing. Like, oh my gosh, so many games blew me away. Nothing blew me away in this. It was funny. They had some good music, with the Mortal Kombat, and they had some good. It was just edited. It was edited well. It was edited very well. But overall, in terms of announcements, it wasn't very good. There was way too much VR. If I had to give it some type of ranking, I'd probably give it a solid 7 out of 10, 6 to 7 out of 10. Because it was edited very well, but there wasn't really anything that was okay, it was too much VR. It's like Five Nights at Freddy's VR, this VR, that VR, VR. It was way too much VR. That's like I said, the 3DS to me. When you put that much 3DS into a Direct, that's when it's okay, So yeah, that was the issue that I have. But outside of that, it was clean though. The thing that why I don't mind as much and why I'm not docking it more because of all the VR, because it was quick. They announced the VR. It wasn't like they were showing VR for 5-6 minutes. It was like a couple minutes of VR for certain things. And they highlighted the new games coming, like the games that are going to be important, like Days Gone that's coming up soon, Mortal Kombat coming up very soon. So they highlighted the cool games that gamers are going to be more interested in, the Genie game or whatever. They highlighted stuff like that, and then the other stuff that was VR, they kind of skipped through it real quicker. So I mean, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad, and it's, like I said, it's a good formula going forward in the future. So now we can look forward to PlayStation Directs. Now we can look forward to Nintendo Directs. I think it's time for Xbox. They have the idea Xbox Game Pass, but I think it's time for Game Pass to ditch their inside Xbox's trash. I think this format is obviously better. I don't like Inside Xbox. Inside Xbox is not fun to me. I've watched them and they're not very good. So I think it's time for Microsoft to make their own real Direct. And none of it, they have too much fluff, too much interviews, too much stuff boggling down inside Xbox takes too long. It's just weird. So I think it's time for Microsoft to make their real Nintendo Direct. I think it's time for all these companies to have their own presentations. And like I said before, Nintendo obviously set the tone for it and what it is, and it's worked out. It's worked out, and Sony copied it to a T, which is cool. So which is cool. All right, so yeah, this was definitely a PlayStation Direct. It was good for the most part. 7 out of 10. I'll give it a 7 because of presentation. Like I said, without the presentation, and like I said, I've said this before, guys. Without the presentation, it'd probably be a 5. Right? Because they didn't show us. I mean, they finished off with the game that we already know about, Mortal Kombat. We already know about Mortal Kombat. We saw some new footage and it was funny. But I mean, like I said, it's really because of presentation. They picked great music, right? The rapping in there was Vance Staples or whatever. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. So you got old school and new school. It was just funny. The ending was just Mortal Kombat's funny. It's a funny game. The single player looks crazy. It makes no sense. And it made me laugh. So therefore, I'm giving it an extra point for making me smile. That's really it, man. Otherwise, it'd probably be like I said, it'd be a 5 or 6 out of 10. I'll give it a 7 because Mortal Kombat made me smile. That's it. It was entertaining. That was it. But yeah, not bad at all. And I think, like I said, the format, I think it's good going forward. They're going to continue with this format, and I feel that this is the way to go. So I can't be mad at them for doing that. But definitely need to lay off on the VR as much and kind of more of the regular games. But obviously, guys, they're winding down. They're getting ready for the PS5, so there's not going to be a ton of stuff. But imagine when the PS5 comes out, because developers are going to flock to the PS5 like crazy, right? Imagine all the cool stuff that they can do and all the new games that they can show off, like getting the first footage of God of War in the state of play. Like, imagine that they can evolve this into something as good as a direct for PlayStation fans, and that's what excites me about this, because the editing's already on point. They didn't go through all of the growing pains, right, that Nintendo went through. Go back and watch the Wii U direct. With, you know, they're a little bit rough, right? Go back and watch some of the directs. They're rough. They're a little rough, right? Sony has skipped a lot of that and went straight to a direct mini. So imagine when we start getting new God of War, new Horizon, whatever they're working on. This is going to be a lot better. This is going to be good. So I'm giving them points for, you know, not trying to bog it down and just kind of get it all right out there, you know? So it was good. It was the format's good. The games itself weren't the best, but because we already knew about stuff. But yeah, overall, not bad. Not bad at all. And I'm pretty sure that NetherRealm was loving that they put Mortal Kombat in there. I bet NetherRealm's like, heck yeah, you know, Mortal Kombat. But Mortal Kombat was a Nintendo Direct as well, too, I think, right? Didn't they, like, talk about Mortal Kombat in one of the Nintendo Directs? I'm not sure. They might have. I don't remember. I think they did. I'm not sure. Anyway, anyway, yeah, it was cool. It was cool. I like the format. Hopefully they continue with it. So what do you guys think so far in the chat here? Also on YouTube. Comment section, what do you guys think about Sony's state of play? Give me your thoughts, tag me, say what you guys got to say in the comment section here. And yeah, we'll see you YouTube guys for the next one. And of course, people here in the live chat, we'll continue to talk. So we'll see you guys for the next one. Peace on that one. All right, so now I'm back I clipped that. That's going to be on YouTube, and I'll do some editing with some of the different stuff on there. So getting back to YouTube live chat here. So what do you guys think? Give me your thoughts. If you already typed something, I'm not going all the way back up because we have too many people here. So retype it. Retype it on this one. I think we had over 400 people watching while we were here. So thank you guys for showing up, even though I'm not really a Sony guy. Thank you guys for showing up. You know, I'll still talk about. I'll say something good if they do something good. All right. So Running Pigment says, yeah, they need their own Koizumi presenting, not just a voiceover. I mean, do they though? I mean, I don't know if they do. If they have the personality for it, then that's fine. But if they don't, then they don't. I mean, I don't mind just getting trailers for games. That's fine. That's fine. To me, as like Nintendo, I want to see Koizumi. I want to see Shinya Takahashi. I want to see them because they're cool. I don't know if I want to see anybody from Sony. Who do I want to see from Sony? I don't know. I'm Sean Layden. I don't want to see Sean Layden. You know? I mean, so I don't know if they need that. I think that's fine. They just need better games. I think that's really what it comes down to. Let's see here. Jumpman says, it was an okay piece. Yeah. Sean Diamond says 6 out of 10. Okay, yeah. MLB 19, the show wasn't even mentioned in the game, releases tomorrow. Yeah, that's interesting. That's interesting. No MLB the show, and it releases tomorrow. Let's see here. DJ King says, "Come on, OG, just call it a PlayStation Direct." Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it a PlayStation Direct. It says state of play, so that's pretty much like I guess some type of weird or twisted, not twisted, but some type of curveball analogy for exactly what's going on, you know, like a direct, Nintendo direct information, state of play, what's going on. So, I mean, I see what they're trying to do. They sat down in a boardroom and they're like, we need something just like this. They literally said, we need, but change it enough, to where it's not exactly the same, but we need something that's literally exactly the same. I mean, that's pretty much what they sat down. I mean, obviously this is ridiculously inspired by Nintendo. All right, so it's a PlayStation Direct. Zipper Mimic says they can't create hype like Nintendo does, but the MK11 trailer was good though. They just need better games. Zipper Mimic, you're thinking right now in the present. Think about PlayStation 5, right? Think about when PS5 comes out. Think about when they announced State of Play, and then they announced new games because they gave us. Hold on, let's break this down a little bit. Okay, let's break this down. Let's not just think about what was there. Think about what they announced when it was there. So in the future, we can get the first reveal of new games on the PlayStation State of Play, right? They announced 2 new first-party Sony games. Not the VR. I think there might have been some more VR stuff. But they announced 2 new first-party Sony games. Imagine, what if, let's just say this was the PS5. Let's just say this was the PS5, and they said, and replace the Genie game with the new God of War, and replace the animal game with the new Horizon Zero Dawn, or a new Killzone. That's a lot more, that's a lot more better now, huh? Right? Or replace it with a new, for Blandu, Ape Escape, or replace it with the new Legend of Dragoon, or whatever the case is, a new Dark Cloud. Just replace it with bigger games, and does this not become more hype? I mean, I think it becomes more hype for PlayStation fans when we finally see PS5 come out, right? Because they gave us a format, and I think this format works, where we get the first reveals of new games. Inside Xbox talks about a bunch of stuff that we've already seen. Then they talk to developers that go on for way too long, and then they go. I mean, Inside Xbox is. I think this is so much better than Inside Xbox, in my opinion. They've already blown out Inside Xbox with their first episode. Inside Xbox has been going on for like what, more than a year or something like that. They've already blown away Inside Xbox. That presentation, even with all the VR stuff, it kept my interest way longer. I mean, they did a whole Inside Xbox and talked about Halo for like the whole thing coming to PC. Old games that we already know about coming. This had new announcements. This had new first-party games. Yeah, they might not be our cup of tea, but I can see the future with this game. I got a Shulk vision, and I can see this being hype in the future because they copied what works. And Sony has the first-party studios to create hype. Now, they don't have as many studios as Nintendo. I mean, I don't know if they're going to create as much hype as that because obviously most of us here like Nintendo games more, so it might not be as hype. But think about it from a PlayStation fan's perspective. This is good. This is good. I mean, you know, from my perspective, give me information like this. I love it. I'd rather have information like this than that. Remember that garbage E3? People were calling me fanboy because I said the E3 was garbage. Yeah, because the format, the editing was garbage. The way that they presented it is trash. This blows, even though E3 had bigger games, this blows away their E3 because I can see the future. I'm not sitting there and looking at it in a box. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at it from like a long term. This is much better. I'd rather have this. They can make these longer. When they have more games, they can make them 30 minutes. They can make it 45 minutes. I just add more blades to the thing and add more trailers or whatever they're going to add. I think this is good. The format's good. That's why it's getting a 6 or 7 out of 10 from me because the format's good. The game's meh. But it's about presentation. Presentation's much better than what they did at E3. Even though E3 had The Last of Us, even though the E3 had like Resident Evil, E3 had all these different things, presentation's way better. Presentation's better. And I can see the future with it. Now, of course, the games weren't as good as the E3 games. Obviously, Last of Us and blah, 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 Ghost of Tsushima. But think about it, guys. Think about it. There's probably going to be another State of Play later in the year. And it's going to have Ghost of Tsushima. And it's going to have more footage and the gameplay. And it's going to have God of War. It's going to have all this stuff, you know? So yeah, man. I mean, I give him an A for effort. Let's see here. Look at the dislike on video. Which video? My video or their video? Which one? Markel says they should get someone like Koizumi to make them more entertaining. I think they just need better games, dude. I don't think Koizumi's the one that makes the Nintendo Directs good. I think the games make the Nintendo Directs good. I missed the State of Play. LOL. Did you miss the State of Play? Oh, that's unfortunate. I think I have DVR. You can rewind it if you want. F-? I don't think it's an F. Golden Oracle says, it was okay. I really think they needed to show at least one more huge game, though. It's the first one, guys. Give them a break. Give them a break. Give them a break. Let's see. The PS Classic made me very skeptical on how Sony doing what Nintendo does, but this made up for that. Okay, that's true. Crash Team Racing for the PS4 is the wave. Okay. Golden Oracle says, could we expect a new God of War sooner or later? Later. Marco Author says, this is copying done right. It is copying done right. Skip It Production says Sony Video, their fans aren't happy. I can understand why their fans aren't happy because there wasn't anything. I mean, they ended up with Mortal Kombat, right? Because a lot of Sony fans were expecting a PlayStation, like a Nintendo Direct, where you get these really cool new reveals, and you get these really, and I get it, and I get that, and I understand why they're not happy. However, this, like I said, you should be looking forward towards the future. Sony fans, you need to realize the PS4 is done. The PS4 is done. The PS4's, it's done. It's over with. Sony ain't spending a lot of money on new PS4 games. It's all about the PS5. So think about the future. For anybody who's mad, I get it why you're upset, but you've already gotten however many years out of PS4. We all know they're moving on to the PS5. The format is good. This is a good look. There's no need for Sony fans to be super angry. This format is good. You're going to get State of Play throughout the year with reveals, with new game reveals. Just wait for obviously it's going to be a while, right? PS5, probably the end of next year. But I can see this evolving into something good. Maybe we get 3 or 4 of these a year. This is good. It's not a bad thing. Don't look at it just the presentation. Yes, the presentation too much VR. Yes, I get why they're upset. And like I said, without the format, if this was like a live type of thing where they have somebody come on and say, okay, guys, yeah, how about that, guys? All right, let's go to this freaking tent. Let's go over here to this lean over here, let's go over here to this cat. Oh, have somebody playing a freaking flute. If that's some stupid stuff like that, then yeah, I'd be like, dude, this was trash. I'd be like, yeah, this is absolute trash, but there was no flute man. There was no weird tents. There was no Sports Center type of broadcasting. All right, guys, we're getting back to the action right here. What do you guys think about that game? Oh, yeah, I love that game. Oh, that game was looking really good. Mike, oh, yeah, that game was... None of that garbage that they did for E3. Like, well, whatever the hell that was. So take out all that trash, Flute Man and PlayStation, ESPN, and get down to what's important, the games. And like I said, the games weren't the best, but it was cool. Like, I can see this evolving when PS5, look guys, when PS5 comes out, I guarantee you there will be State of Play that brings the hype. Guarantee you there will be State of Play that brings the hype that people go, oh, that looks good, because developers are going to support the hell out of the PS5. Developers are going to, because they're going to get exclusives, they're going to get first reveals, Sony's going to sell their system. I'm telling you, this wasn't the greatest. But just like I said with the Nintendo Directs, when everybody called me fanboy and called me names, corporate slave, all this different junk, because I said that I feel that this is the future, I'm saying the same thing. Because I honestly feel that this is the best way to present information to your fans. Might not be the best games, but eventually these will get hype. These will get more hype eventually. Now we know what to expect. Listen, we know to expect new game reveals at these things, right? New first-party game reveals. First looks at third-party content. New gameplay trailers explaining mechanics quickly, precisely, and to the point. Clear destinations of what we're going to get. Informed, good, no beating around the bush. This is exactly what I want from all the companies. Every company should do just this. From Microsoft, Sony, whatever. Google Stadia. Notice how Google Stadia, all the malarkey, man, this is trash. People out here talking. You got Jade Raymond out here talking about her dog. You got people out here, all dressed weird. Like, I'm not trying to, I don't care about your damn dog. I don't care about your dog. Go buy me a dog and bring the dog to my house and then pay for everything the dog needs, and then I'll care about your dog. But I don't care about your dog, Jade Raymond. I don't care about your damn dog, okay? So getting rid of all the other stuff, you know what I'm saying? And actually just getting towards what we want in terms of the games is good. I don't care about anybody's damn dog. No, I don't care if the Google CEO, if he plays FIFA. I don't give a damn if you play FIFA. I don't care how much you play FIFA. I don't care if you play games at all. Give me $1 million and I'll care. I'll do anything you want. But you ain't giving me nothing. I don't want to hear about your gaming habits. I don't give a damn. I don't care. Just like you don't know who I am or care about me, I don't care about you and your gaming habits. So when developers coming out there, these people, these business CEOs trying to tell us about themselves, I don't care about you, okay? Because all you care about is my money. So just show me what I want to see. Otherwise, I'm going to sit here and do exactly what I'm doing right now. I don't give a damn about you because you don't know who I am. So you're not inviting me up to the stage, okay? I'm not Game Theory. All right, so I don't care about your dogs. I don't care about I don't care about FIFA or what you play. All right, all right. That evolved into a little mini rant. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm done. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just have to say this because I know people are hating on Sony right now, but isn't this what we want? We want new game reveals. I get it. The games weren't that good, and I'm not trying to sit here and damage control or anything. I just feel that this is the right way to do it, and I will be validated. When Sony shows off Horizon Zero Dawn 2, when Sony shows off a new Killzone Shadowfall, or new Killzone, when Sony shows off a new God of War, when they show off all these cool new games at State of Play, and everyone's like, yo, State of Play's hype, I'm going to look back on this one and see, I told you so. Watch. Let's see here. All right, so I'm going to stop ranting for just a second. So Speed Star says, what announcements did you enjoy from the State of Play presentation? I enjoyed the Mortal Kombat announcement, the reveal of the story. That was cool. Hey, Scarlett, how's it going? See you in the chat. I enjoyed the Days Gone look. I think that was cool. They showed us story, and they showed us gameplay, and kind of like third-person shooterish. I actually like third-person shooters. So it looked more interesting. I think the editing of the trailer was good. The story looked stupid. But the gameplay looked like it could be more interesting. I like what they showed us instead of like biker, like kneeling and like crouching and playing Metal Gear Biker. Like they showed us actually like some action parts and some third party and what you can do. So yeah, and like some tougher, like with the bigger Freaker or whatever his name is. So yeah, I think Days Gone is a game that I might just try out, even if it's not that great. I think it looks interesting. So it looks more interesting than anything that they showed us before on the game. So yeah, Days Gone, I like that. I liked the new Genie game. I didn't like the claymation thing, but a new reveal, that's always good. I like the animal game or whatever, the twist of going through randomly dungeons and then you fight them at the end. That can be fun if there's anybody actually on playing that game on the PS4 when it comes out. So that could be kind of cool. So overall, yeah, like I said, 7 out of 10 because of editing. Without the editing, 5 out of 10. 5 to 6 out of 10. But yeah, not bad. Not horrible. Let's see here. PlayStation fans should be grateful. They're getting info directly from Sony. Yeah, exactly. I think it's a good thing. Let's see here. Bloodborne 2, Persona 6, etc. Yeah, exactly. Golden Oracle. Imagine if you swapped out one of those games with Persona 6 and Bloodborne 2. Doesn't that become a lot more hype, right? Jikin says, yeah, we want new game revealed, but where are the Japanese games? They could have highlighted some new Japanese games. Well, there aren't really many. I mean, well, yeah, you're right. They could have highlighted some new Japanese games. They could have. You're right. They could have. Oh, your done rant is evolving. Yeah. Speedstar 1007 says, I agree. Sony did good for their first Nintendo Direct style presentation, but have some work to do before they really hype fans. Yeah, well, it's just, really, guys, it's just better games. I think it really, that's what it comes down to. The editing's fine. If you're basing it on editing, I give it a 10 out of 10. It's the editing's perfect. There's really nothing else. The editing is perfect. There's nothing that I can sit there and say, yeah, they should edit this better. Blades looks actually sharper than a Nintendo Direct Mini. You know, it looks sharp. It has the blade system on there. They move from one trailer, bam. Then they'll show like a trailer. Then the lady will talk and give us some more gameplay details. Doesn't go too long. Doesn't go too short. Right there, they B-rolled VR. Good idea. VR is trash, but they B-rolled some VR games. But it was heavy on the VR, even in the normal segments. A little heavy on the VR. But in terms of editing style, perfect. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Let's see here. Concrete Genie wasn't a new announcement, but it looks cool. Oh, it wasn't a new announcement? Oh, I didn't know. I thought that was the first time that I even saw the game. So, okay, not a new announcement, but the animal thingy game was. So, there you go. Players also need to consider what games they actually have ready to show. Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I think it'll be better later when they actually have better games ready to show. MK11 and Crash Team Kart Racing are looking good. I'll be buying those on my Switch. Well, okay, multi-platform. The Genie game was shown off before. Okay, yeah, I had no idea. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, my bad on that one. Made a mistake. State of Play should have saved when they have these big games. I don't think it's a positive marketing if people don't like it, no matter how clean the format it is. You know what? Here's the reason why I disagree. The reason why I disagree is because at some point you've got to get the rust off. You know, at some point you've got to debut something. You know, when I was creating content, my first video, I took so long to create my first video because I was so worried about the format and the editing and all of that and whatever. But you got to throw it out there. You got to give people, like, you just got to throw it out. You can't wait and wait and wait and wait. You need to throw it out there, see what happens, and then evolve it as you go along. You need to learn from each one because you can't start working on the next one until you start the first one, right? Because then you might need to make adjustments. So I give them extra points for having the kahunas. Throw it out there. Yeah, this one's going to get some backlash because of the VR, because there wasn't as much of stuff big. But throw it out there, give them something, and at least people who can rationally break down what we can expect and say, hey, this wasn't too bad. So I give them points for having the kahunas. Throw it out there, and if there's any adjustments, feedback, get the feedback now. Get the feedback now. And then evolve it as you go along. They can evolve this and make it better after this first show. If you wait, yeah, you have bigger games, but what if you need to make adjustments? Then you waited too long. You need to go into the next generation what your mindset is going to be. We want Nintendo Directs. They're not going to have big game reveals until PS5 comes out. There's not going to be any more huge or massive, a lot in bulk. Like, you know how Nintendo has like a ton of first-party games that are coming out this year, and Nintendo's going to have a ton of first-party games next year and all that. Sony doesn't have that for the PS4 right now. So they can't do like I mean, we just came off the Nintendo Direct in February, right? Where obviously it was amazing. We had all sorts of stuff, but they can't do that. They don't have the there's not as many PS4 games in development. What I'm saying is that you need to start shooting now, so that once you get into your PS5, you're ready to go. You've already done damage, you know. And I think that's what their goal was. They don't have anything left for PS4. There's not much. It's not all like Nintendo Direct. They were amazing. First ever Direct Mini was kind of trash. Well, it's not all like Nintendo Directs were amazing. I never said that all Nintendo Directs were amazing. I never said that. And yeah, and I agree. I said that it took them time. Yeah, I agree. Not all Nintendo Directs are amazing. And even their first one, was not the best. Well, I mean, if you're talking about the January 2013 one, that one was actually pretty good. Nintendo first Direct might have been really good, but that's the format wasn't as good. The editing wasn't as good. Let's see here. Blue Phoenix says, I like the rants, especially the Naruto fighting game one. I'm not Blue Phoenix. Stop it. Let's see here. It's a perfect time to start now. Exactly. It's a perfect time to start now. Get the feedback, get what you need to do. And then by the time the PS5 comes out, bro, you're cooking. You know what I'm saying? You're cooking. You're cooking by the time the PS5 comes out, because you've gotten 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, look how long it took Nintendo to perfect the Nintendo Direct formula. Now, once again, obviously, it's a lot easier to perfect the formula that's already been perfected. So you just which one's harder? Creating the original recipe or copying the recipe, right? Copying the recipe and adding whatever flavor you want is much easier than creating the recipe. So I get that, I get that. But it took Nintendo a long time. It took Nintendo a while to really kind of, get the hang of this Nintendo Direct. It took them years. But it's really based on content too, So yeah, I don't agree. I think it's first time is very important, and I don't want directs. I don't want directs either if there are hardly anything to show. Well, I mean, you can sit here and say that you don't agree, but are you not gonna watch the next state? Let me ask you a question. Skip it. You're saying that, I don't agree. The first time is very important. Are you gonna watch the next state of play? Yes. All of you guys will be back here again at the next state of play. All of you guys will be. People are not going to be like, I'm not going to watch State of Play anymore. All of you guys' butts will be back here at the next State of Play. So you can sit here and say that it's very important for the first one. All of you guys will be back for the next one. You guys will all be, everybody who watched this State of Play will be back for the next one. All of you guys will. So you can sit here and say that it's so important that this one is, you will be back for the next State of Play. So you can sit here and say it's important, but it ain't going to change nothing. You'll be back for the next one and you'll watch the next one. So that's why I say, no, it's not. They didn't sell you nothing. There's nothing there's no game that it's a free show that they put on. You'll be back for the next one. I know you will. You can sit here and say that it was trash, but all of you guys will be back for the next one. Actually, I think the next one is even going to have more viewers. We are going to have more viewers for the next one. I think this is even going to get bigger and bigger. People don't watch Inside Xbox as much. I don't give a damn about Inside Xbox. You know what I'm saying? Because the format was trash. This format was good. The games weren't that good, but the format was good. So therefore, I'm looking forward to the next one because the format was good. Inside Xbox, I stopped watching it because from the first episode, I was like, this isn't very good. So then I just skip them and I just wait, or I might catch it every now and then. But I am going to watch every single State of Play. If this is how the format is, I will watch every single State of Play because it's quick, it's snappy, it's to the point, and you might get some new reveals. You might get some first footage of third-party games, of new stuff in there and all that. So that's the reason why I say, yes, I see what you're saying. I get it. Starting off on a good foot is good. It is, you need that, right? You need that. And I feel that if Sony was in a worse position, like let's say Sony was coming off of like a sales disaster like the Wii U, then I agree with you that this is more important for the first one. I agree with you there. But they're coming off of 100 million systems sold. This is the end of a generation. So it's not as big of a deal. Now, like I said, if the generation was going bad and their systems aren't selling, then this is what they show us. Then yeah, this is not good. But we're coming off of a generation where they've sold 100 million systems plus. So, and we know that they're winding down. I mean, there's John's for them. You know what I'm saying? Skip it. Like we've got John. I've got John's for them. They, they're coming to the PS5, and I'm excited to see when PS5 gets cooking. I'm excited. Like, I can't sit here and be a hypocrite and say, man, these live shows that Sony does sucks. I hate them. They need to be like Nintendo and do Nintendo Directs. And then when they do a Nintendo Direct, I say, oh, well, this sucks. I can't be like that because this is what I said that they should do. So I'm not going to sit there and trash them for it. This is exactly what I want them to do for the future. But I mean, I don't 100% disagree with you. Yes, this wasn't the best games-wise, and I get it. Sony fans are mad, but I don't look at what's right in front of me. I don't look at the tree right in front of me. I look at the forest. We're looking at the forest, okay? Not just the tree right in front of you. I'm looking at the forest, and the forest is looking good. The forest is looking good. I like what they're doing with this. I'm not just saying that just because I really like the format of this. I really do. That was good. I mean, 20 minutes, bam, 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 bam. Now it's just game, tell us more. They got me excited in Days Gone. I've never been interested in that game, and somehow now I'm like, okay, I think I might pick up Days Gone. So this is exactly what I was talking about when I said that they feel that this is the reason why Nintendo's first-party games sell because of these directs. And guess what? They showed up the first-party game, and now I'm more interested in the first-party game. Whereas they've shown that same first-party game like at E3 or at other things, and I'm like, but they do it in a direct with direct information to you, and now I'm more excited. You're right. They're right. Oh my gosh, they're right. See, I think that's the key to Nintendo selling their first-party games is these damn directs, because they showed us information directly with Days Gone, and now I've never been excited for Days Gone. I've never said I'm gonna get that game, but they showed me. I'm like, okay, I think I might get it. So, but yeah, maybe Sony's right. That's why people buy Nintendo games, so it's because of the directs. Yo, what's up, Charles? How you doing today, my man? Let's see here. Let's see here. Days Gone looks like a ripoff of Resident Evil. Well, lots of stuff does the zombie genre thingy. So yeah, maybe. Let's see here. Stop copying Nintendo and taking credit for years. Please stop it. What? I don't think Sony's trying to take credit though, are they? Did they? I don't know if they're trying to take credit. They didn't say like, oh, well, we have this brand new format of amazing type of presentation that we're going to be doing that's going to blow all of you guys away. They said, yo, man, we got this thing called State of Play. It's going to give you guys looks at upcoming titles for PS4 and PSVR. Y'all want to watch? Yeah, sure. I'll watch. Okay. There was no taking credit for anything. They just said, hey, man, this is what we got. You guys want to watch it? I said, okay, I'll watch. Not bad. I'll watch every single one now. I'm a fan. Not a fan of a lot of the games in there, but I'm a fan of the format. I'm a fan of the vision. So I'm gonna watch. This blows away Inside Xbox to me. I don't watch Inside Xbox anymore. It's trash compared to this. The format is trash. With all that being said, well, awesome mini rant, by the way. What would you like to see, if anything, in terms of what you spoke about regarding E3? What do you mean by that? Like Red Enigma? Like, what do you mean? From what company? Sony fanboys are saying that the format is original and better than directs on Twitter today. It's all over the place, and nobody's seriously saying, like, nobody can really seriously sit back and say that. I mean, the format's exactly like a Nintendo Direct. Like, I don't get it. I don't get that. Like, oh, the format's better than Nintendo Direct. It is a Nintendo Direct. Like, it's a Nintendo Direct mini. Anyway, hold on. It's exactly like a Nintendo Direct. It's literally exactly like a Nintendo Direct. I don't know how the format's better than Nintendo Direct. It's literally a Nintendo Direct. It's just Sony games. It's just, hell, some of those games are even on Nintendo Switch. Like I don't get that. They're literally exactly the same. I don't get how the format's better. It's exactly the same. That's like what? Oh my gosh. Sony fans trying to take credit. Yo, what's up, Galaxy Queen? How you doing today? So when it comes to games, why do people complain when we all play games? Wait, what are you talking about, Scarlett? So yeah. Yeah, it kind of reminded me like The Walking Dead. because like the gruffy looking people. This is why I'm not a fan of either. I love Nintendo games and I love PlayStation with the Xbox games. You're not a fan of either? What do you mean not a fan of either? Of what? Solo and Solo. Let's see. I do like Nintendo's voiceovers and quick chats between them info better though. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's. I mean, the narrator voice or the voiceover voice. I mean, which one is better is just like, you know, that type of stuff's irrelevant to me unless they have some guy talking like this. Unless he talks like this, then that would probably be a bad idea. If they have somebody that talks like this, and that's probably not a good idea. So maybe it's just as long as they don't got somebody that talks like that. You know, that'd probably be a bad idea. But no, I see what you're saying, Dito. I see what you're saying. That's probably, like, hey guys, we got a brand new presentation. What do you guys think about Days Gone? Just as long as you don't got somebody like that, we good. Oh, this game looks really good. I can't wait. I'm just saying the fan of the games in general and not a fanboy of these different consoles. Yeah, man. The dude, what dude bro voice? Which dude bro was? Oh yeah, like that guy. Yeah. Hey guys, we got a new show. Yes. Woo! Guns! Days Gone! Ah! Oh yeah! Guns! There it is! What are these voices? When I was a kid, for those who don't know, when I was a kid, I used to want to be a voice actor. I used to want to be like a professional actor, voice actor, voiceovers. So I used to practice doing just various different voices all the time. And even in college a little bit. Once I hit puberty, it was hard. But like when I was like 7, 8, 9, 10, like I used to be able to manipulate my voice even to like women's voices. Now I can't do women's voices at all anymore. But I used to be able to talk like Susie from the Rugrats, and even Angelica. Like I used to be able to do it really good, but I can't do it. My voice is too deep now. But I used to be able to when I was younger. But yeah, that's the reason why I kind of like making up different voices, just because I've always found it fun to try to mimic voices and like do different things. So yeah. That is the nerd voice. Right, and then there's this voice. I don't know about that, guys. Then there's this voice. And then there's this voice. This one's a little bit more squeakier. A little bit, you know, kinda. Oh. And then there's this voice where it's a little bit more like raspier and more aggressive of a nerd. This nerd's a little bit more angry on the internet. And then this nerd's a little bit more unsure. He's not really sure what's going on. This nerd's a little bit more aggressive. SpongeBob, a little bit. I used to be able to do SpongeBob pretty good. Let's see here. You look ripped. I exercise at least 3 to 4 times a week. I lift weights. I'm not like super ripped, but I'm not skinny. I've got muscles. The voice is racially profiled against nerds. It's not racial. It's just profiling, like FBI profiling, Dito. Like how would a nerd act in certain situations? So when he's angry, he's more like this. But then when he's unsure, he's got a little bit more like, I'm not really sure what's going on here. You know, just a little bit more squiggly in your voice. It's a little bit more squiggly in your voice. Let's see here. What is going on in the chat here? Let's see here. If you guys have any more questions, let me know. I've said let's see here like 3 times. Let's see. If you guys have any questions, let me know. I'll be more than happy to answer questions. If not, we can just kind of wrap this one up. Let me see if there's any notifications that I got during the stream, and I'll give you guys some shout outs for that. All right, so here we go. Yeah, Derek Grant with the subscription. Thank you so much, Derek Grant. Also, Red X Matrix 123 with the subscription as well. Thank you so much, Red X Matrix. I do appreciate that. And while we're here, guys, let's go ahead and plug some videos. We do got more people watching than normal. So let's plug some videos and some Twitter. So make sure you guys follow me on Twitter for all the new subscribers. If you just subscribed within the past few days, Make sure you guys follow me on Twitter. Let's see. Oh, thank you, VC. Did you? Oh, you clipped the dog thing? Okay, maybe that might be a good YouTube video, man. Thank you for the clip. I might upload that. I might upload that to the channel. I don't care about your damn dog. Yeah, maybe that'd be the title. I don't care about your damn dog. Google Stadia. Or should I name it with the girl's name, Jade? I don't care about your damn dog, Google Stadia and Jade Raymond. Follow me on Twitter, guys. Bob Blank with the subscription as well. Thank you so much, Bob Blank. Welcome to the Elite Ninja Village of Player Essence. Let's see here. Thank you. Let's see here. Have I played Salt and Sanctuary? No, I have not, but I think I need to play that game. Let's see. I don't care about your damn dog. Yeah, I think that's what the name should be. I don't care about your damn dog. Google, and then just Google Stadia. Let's see here. I missed everything, but I bet I missed nothing interesting. No, not really anything too interesting. Not I mean, unless you like VR. If you like VR, there's some new announcements for VR games. So like there was like an Iron Man game that's like a VR like. Did I do a good job of that or no? What's up, dude? Meow, what's up, Meow? OG Meow, what's up, man? Good to see you here. Good to see you here. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, we have to block this dude. This dude is a troll, so we're gonna go ahead. We're definitely gonna have a little bit of fun. This dude, this is gonna be a live blocking of this dude Chris Martin on Twitter. I'm sorry, he just comes to my page. He's been trolling for a while. At first I muted him, but now I'm just gonna troll him. So let's go and we're gonna do a live blocking. Let's have a little bit of fun. Let's have a little bit of fun because I know he doesn't come to my videos and stuff or my streams. So a little bit of live blocking. So I said State of Play is literally a Nintendo Direct. Oh, well, I like it so far. A little heavy on the VR though. A better version of a Direct at that. All right, my man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, my man. But it's time. It's time. It's time. It's time. It's time to get blocked. I'm sorry, man. I had to do it. I had to do it to you. I had to do it to you. It's time. Sorry, man. You're entitled to your opinion, but not that opinion. I'm sorry. This live block. You're blocked. You're blocked, dude. I'm sorry. We had to do it to you. We had to do it to you. You're done. You're done. You're done. A live blocking. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry that it came down. I'm sorry that it came down to this. I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry that it came down to this, but I had to do it. I don't feel good about myself, but it's just something that I feel that had to be done. Something that had to be done. Jucifer goes, you're done. I'm sorry, it just had to be done. I hate to see it, guys. It's just something that I'm just not, I don't feel good about at the end of the day, but unfortunately, you've taken it one step too far. You've taken it one step too far on that one. All right, so Dank Meme says, do you think Smash Online encourages leaving a match since there's no benefit for the loser to continue and the winner gets no satisfaction if there's lag or weird rule set? Dank Meme, I don't know, man. I'm gonna go meditate to answer your question. Let's see here. Any other questions, guys? LOL, that live blocking. Yeah, let's do it. Let's see here. Five Nights at Freddy's VR, yeah. Trevor says it had to be done. It had to be done, Trevor. I agree. It had to be done. Well, if anything, PS can learn from Nintendo further. Absolutely. That's what I said. That's what I said. Yo, donations coming through. Shout outs, David Drayton with the Toby Blaster. Also, the pressure drop with the almost Toby Blaster. It shows up, but then it cuts off when two people do it at the same time. David Drayton He says, David Drayton ain't hating. Shout outs to Double D, Elite Ninja, Ambu Black Ops of the Elite Ninja Village here in Player Essence. Says, hashtag, you're done fund. You know what I'm saying? When I need advice, David Drayton, that's the dude that I go to. He's the man. Also, the pressure drop. Once again, pressure drop showing that Konohamaru love. Swinging in. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate that. Hand signs for you, my boy. And he says, how's it going, dude? Just here to send some good vibes. Thank you so much. And I feel that I'm sending some good vibes. I've been pretty damn positive about a show that was lackluster when it comes to new game reveals. Although I will say that I thought that the Genie game was a new game reveal. So even though you guys are telling me that it's not a new game reveal, in my mind it's a new game reveal because I had no idea about this freaking weirdo claymation drawn walls. I don't know what it is, Blues Clues game. I don't know whatever this game is. Like, I had no idea about the game. So I am also kind of treating that as a new reveal, even though it's not. But that's the first time that I saw it. So there you go. Let's see here. Did PS open the direct with Days Gone? No, they opened the direct with the PSVR Iron Man game. Let's see here. Anything else but Iron Man and a new MOBA? Well, they showed some new information on Days Gone that actually made it look good for once. Let's see here. So, release date for a mainline Mailman Simulator. Yo! The pressure drop swooping in with another Toby Buster! Let's go. Yo, the pressure drop? Shout outs, my man. More hand signs. Once again, the pressure drop and David Drayton ain't hating. Shout outs to both of you guys. Hand signs, some love. You guys give them up. Give them another one or two. Thank you guys. Thank you. Thank you for the donations. I appreciate that. I really do. I really do. Pressure drop says with the 20 says, can't believe I got cut off and outbid. Dude. Yeah, bro. Well, the thing about it is if it happens if you guys put it in at the exact, it doesn't happen very often. But if it happens at the exact same time, that's what will happen. It will cut off one of them. There is actually a new media, or what was it, alert box that if you ever watch like Zero's stream, the professional Smash streamer, it's like where it makes it like a little thing at the top, but it wouldn't be as cool because then it takes it away to where I can form it and put it. Like, it's a better alert box where it won't cut people off and stuff. But I can't do like the Toby Blaster, and I can't do all that. It'd be all weird and up at the top and look silly. So I'm just keeping this one. But that is the negatives. Every great ninja village has strengths and weaknesses, and that is the one tiny weakness of the Elite Ninja Village is sometimes if it goes in at the same time, it'll get cut off. But shout outs, thank you so much for the 20, man. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for the 30 total. Thank you, David. Appreciate that. All right. Honest thoughts on the Genie game. The mouth movements are weird, but otherwise it looks nice. Yeah, the mouth movements are weird, but I want to see more gameplay stuff with it because this kind of just showed like more like seems like cutscenes and things. I want to see actually like what is the basic gameplay like. It seemed too much heavy on the cinematics for me, but it looked cool. It looked cool. Golden Oracle says, I was so hyped when they showed Iron Man. Legit thought it would be the Avengers Square Enix game. I thought it would be the Avengers Square Enix game too, but we were wrong. We were definitely wrong. Let's see here. Not a bad weakness. Not a bad weakness. We only got one big weakness, or one. Not even. We have no big weaknesses. We have no big weaknesses. We only, as a village, everybody together, united. Each one of us, we all have weaknesses, but together, we're invincible. We're nearly invincible outside of our alert box. Outside of our alert box, we're nearly invincible. Let's see here. Oh my gosh, the state of play was disappointing. LOL. Yeah, I'd be more good. That's how some people are. It's disappointing. Or the state of play. The state of play was much better than Nintendo Direct. State of play was much better than Nintendo Direct. So yeah. I think that, like I said, they're both gonna flourish. I think Sony's definitely gonna bring some hype, but later Nintendo or with later PlayStation Directs. I don't think I even want to call it State of Play. I'm just gonna call it a PlayStation Direct, dude. I think they should have just called it a PlayStation Direct. They should have just been more. If I was them, I would have been more shameless than them, dude. I would have been even more shameless than them. So yeah. Hope y'all like VR games. Hope y'all like VR games. Damien says, what happened to the Mama Mercy sticker approval? Oh yeah, I just forgot to transfer it over. We can definitely transfer it over soon. So yeah, I forgot to transfer it over. Let's see here. Marco Halton says, plus I'm getting my popcorn ready for Baron's next video. Oh man. Yo, PE podcast this week. PE podcast, definitely. Yo, Fairy Tiger with the Toby Lester. Fairy Tiger showing the love from the Viking. The two swords, the double. Viking Nation, let's go. Thank you so much, Fairy Tiger, with the big 2-0 with the Toby. It says Final Fantasy VII just a few hours away. Let's get it. Let go. I'm getting Final Fantasy VII too. Oh, absolutely. I'm getting Final Fantasy VII. Absolutely getting it. Cannot wait. Final. The only thing that would have made it perfect, Fairy Tiger, was a cartridge. Man, I would pay $60 for a Final Fantasy VII cartridge. Honestly, Square Enix, I'll pay $60 for a cartridge of Final Fantasy VII. A Nintendo Switch, I would pay $60 for that. I promise. I swear I would. I would pay full price. Zalcon Palnecta. I probably said that wrong. What's up, Paul? How's it going? Welcome to the Elite Ninja Village of Player Essence. Everybody in the chat, please welcome Paul to the Elite Ninja Village of Player Essence, where we pop off about people not wanting to hear about dogs. I don't want to hear about your dog, Jade Raymond. Damn it. I don't care about your dog. And you don't care about me or know who I am, so I don't care about your dog. Just tell me what I want to know. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Let's see here. When is the next podcast? Podcasts are Thursdays at 6 p.m. PT. That is 9 p.m. Eastern time. Every Thursday. What about the PlayStation Circle as the title? PlayStation Circle. What are you talking about? Final Fantasy VII best battle theme ever. One of the best battle themes ever. Absolutely. Let's see here. J2 Blue says, I honestly, people are being too hard on Sony. I agree. It wasn't great, but it still was a good first start in my opinion. Absolutely. The editing was fantastic. People aren't looking. See, the thing about it is that people aren't looking at it from like an editing perspective. People aren't looking. I'm an editor. I know how to edit. Not only am I an editor, I know how to edit. I know formats. Okay. I can see far into the future with certain things. I saw Nintendo revising the formula. I saw Nintendo continuing to make the formula better. When I first saw that the Nintendo Direct, and once again, at first they weren't great, right? The Wii U Directs, how they used to call them Wii U Direct, or even like 3DS, those weren't great. 3DS Directs, they weren't great. The formats weren't good. But I saw the potential. Sony's cut out all of the negativity and the bad things with the format. This is going to be big. State of Play will be loved by fans. Once again, State of Play will be loved by fans at some point. Book it. Book it. I don't think Inside Xbox is loved by Xbox fans everywhere. I don't think it is. State of Play will be loved by PlayStation fans. It will be. You heard it here first. It will be loved. Rough because they have no games as much, right? But it will be loved. It will. It will. Not right now, and it isn't. But in the future, it will. When you see that first God of War, when you see that first Horizon Zero Dawn, your opinion of State of Play will immediately change. Guarantee you. Guarantee you. Do you think the State of Play is better than any last year Nintendo Direct? No, the last year's Nintendo Directs were better in general. If you're talking about like the September Direct, no. The September Direct was still better than what Sony did in terms of what they showed off. Too much VR. These State of Plays, they're gonna have to realize, just like the whole 3DS thing, they're gonna have to realize that VR can't be. Here's what they need to do to change the format. Separate it. Put PSVR in one segment and put everything else, PlayStation 4, in another segment. If a game is PSVR only, it shouldn't be intertwined with other regular PlayStation games. They'll learn that as time goes on. Segment it. Put PSVR in one bracket, and then people can expect the rest of regular PS4, then PS5. Now, if a game has PSVR capabilities, it doesn't need to go in the PSVR bracket. But if a game is heavily based on PSVR, it needs to be separated and say, hey, we're going to spend 2 minutes on PSVR. Here's this. All right, that's it for main dedicated PSVR experiences. Let's move on to PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 or PlayStation 5 titles. And then if something's compatible with PSVR, just say, remember, you know what also that I liked? They had like the little, after they were done presenting, like they had like the little sliced little like blade, and then they had what systems? PS4 Pro, PS4, and then even if it was PSVR compatible, they had the PSVR thing on there. So then they can just say, oh yeah, PSVR compatible on the next, and they'll learn that. That's the reason why you do this now and you don't wait. Because if they intertwined a bunch of PSVR with PS5 games, people are gonna be like, man, what you putting all this, you know, people, oh, look at all this PSVR stuff with all the good, like, mixed in. We don't want that. Just like people complained and cried about 3DS. People started unanimously, like, loving Directs once they started minimalizing and telling us when 3DS was done. When they used to intertwine 3DS with Wii U or 3DS with Switch, people were like, oh man, a 3DS game. But when they started breaking it apart and separating it and spending a little bit of time on that, then moving on, that's when people started saying, okay, cool, I like how you're breaking it apart. So Sony will learn. They'll learn. This is feedback. This is time for them to learn and evolve. So people need to give them good feedback. Don't sit there and say, oh well, you know, it was way better than Nintendo Direct format. No, it wasn't, because Nintendo knows what to do when it comes to separating what the far less popular item and the popular item. At least Nintendo knows now. So Sony still has a couple things to work on. But like I said, the editing was on point. I love how they have the systems there. I love how they have the systems. It just looked good. It just, like, as an editor, I see that I'm like, this is some high quality editing. I think the editing, in terms of just like the fonts and stuff, definitely looks better than what Nintendo does. It looks cooler. It looks cooler than what Nintendo does because they have the systems there and they have, like, it just looks cool. But looking cool isn't a big part of this show. Like what's a big part is the format. The format is the big part, not exactly how cool it looks or not. You can look cool all you want to, but the format needs to supplement the games. And the format and editing was way better than the games. That's the thing with this, in my opinion, at least, in terms of like the reveals. But the format was great. Yo, the shooter, what's up, man? Good to see you here, dude. Shout outs to the shooter. Yeah, you said the shooter's here. Shooter's the old school content creator back in the Wii U days. What's up, man? Let's see here. How do you play games and have YT in the background? Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean by that? How do you play games and have YT? What do you mean by that, Nathan H? I may attempt to make last published Wii U game. Would you play it? You're a developer? Yeah, if you've got a Wii U game and you want me to play. 977 dislikes? What are you talking about? 977 dislikes? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? You know what the funny thing is? Nintendo Direct is now trending on Twitter. Yeah, okay, people are let's go over some of these should we go over some Twitter reactions, guys? I'll leave alerts on, so if alert pops up during this, we'll hear it. So if you do want to do anything, it'll pop up right over here in this corner. If anything does come up. Okay, so Nintendo Direct was trending on Twitter today, guys. And let's go over some popular personalities from the Twitterverse and from the gaming world. So my boy Stealth, who's been on the podcast before, says, I told you not to expect much out of the State of Play. Nintendo Direct, this wasn't, well, it wasn't Nintendo Direct, though. It just wasn't, the games just weren't as good, but the format, it's exactly the same. Daniel Ahmed, who's the Nikon Securities analyst, who's actually pretty popular. He has like a lot of, over 40,000 followers, says Sony's State of Play is basically a Nintendo Direct, which is a good thing. I agree. Pixelpar says Sony's State of Play is near identical to Nintendo Direct in terms of pace and presentation. Sony fans now get their experience that the never-ending hype. Welcome to the void. There you go. Exactly. HMK, who's a content creator, I've collaborated with him a couple times, like on the Spawncast and stuff like that. And he says, Nintendo, here's an online announcement of Labo VR. If you guys are interested, Sony, yo, let's hype up this Nintendo Direct clone to feature VR 90% of the time. So yeah, that was the problem with it. It was a little heavy on the VR, but the format was good. Let me make this a little bit bigger. But the format was good. Let's see here. I don't know who this is, but he has 20,000 followers. So let's read what he says. Atelier brand ambassador says the Sony Direct was sort of like a Nintendo Direct, was taken over by a pod person. Like it bears a superficial similarity, and it's hard to spot what's wrong, but being around them feels uncomfortable, and then their face splits open and tentacles come out. All right, going on to the next reaction. Shout outs to Kofi. I've been on the Press Start podcast before, and I've also collaborated with Kofi on the Spawncast. He's been on the Spawncast as well. He says state of play presentation was clean. I'm glad it pretty much exactly like a Nintendo Direct. This is a way of getting game announcements and updates is better than long drawn out shows filled with fluff and bullshit. Yeah, you're right. Absolutely. State of play. There you go. Good take. Blandrew, which I've collaborated with before in the past as well. It's literally a Nintendo Direct format and all. Yeah, pretty much. Mike, is it Daughterly, says the state of play format is okay, but it felt a bit sterile compared to Nintendo Direct. It needs a host to inject a bit of personality into it. Okay, true. Maybe that's the case. All right, so let me see here. LOL, wow. Rob from Rule of Two Review. Okay, shout outs to Rob. I've collaborated with him a lot on various different things over the years from the Wii U days. We're definitely good friends. So shout outs to Rob from Rule of Two Review. Good to see you. Good to have your comment on this as well. LOL, wow. Well, state of play was paper thin on content, but I will say that the format was on point. I totally support this as a Nintendo Direct clone going forward. Just needed the games. Exactly, kind of like what I was saying. They clearly treated this as a promo for VR first and foremost. Snooze. Yep. All right, so that's just some. Let me see if there's anybody else that I noticed. Oh yeah, that's pretty much it. Well, let's just. I mean, there's more people, but you guys can click on the trends on Twitter and you can get people's opinions if you want them. So yeah, there you go. So yeah, that was it. Yeah, you're right. HMK was on point with the Sony, like the VR stuff. That was the only problem, was the VR. But then again, Sony's gonna keep pushing VR, so Sony's gonna keep pushing VR. Blandrew. Oh man. So you guys have any more questions? We'll kind of round this out with some more questions if you guys got them. Feel free. Drop some. Let's see here. Drop your comments in the chat below. @PlayerEssence or #PlayerEssence. Remember, guys, follow me on Twitter as well. If you haven't followed me on Twitter, feel free to go ahead and do that. Follow me on Twitter for all the latest updates on PlayStation State of Play and more. Golden Oracle says, is there anything presentation-wise you think they should add? Just segmenting the PSVR stuff. Like, you know, just making sure that it's like, hey, here's 3 minutes of PSVR, then the rest is actually like regular games. Because PSVR isn't integrated into the PS4. Like, if PSVR was integrated better, and if it didn't take 5 million cables and so niche compared to the regular, like 3DS at least had like hella people who bought the 3DS. So it makes sense that Nintendo would talk about 3DS more. But PSVR, like, nobody's bought that. Like, yeah, it's popular like when it comes to VR headsets, but it's not like there's like 100 million PSVRs out there. There's not even like as many, like there was like more Wii U's than PSVRs, you know? So you know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's not like everybody out there got PSVR, but yet they're pushing PSVR as if everybody got it, you know? And that's just not the case. You can't sit here and push VR like it's like everybody has one, but nobody has VR, you know? So that's the problem. It's like, okay, you're selling this PR game to most people don't have PSVR. You have over 100 million PS4s and about 3 million people have PSVR. So literally nobody has PSVR. I mean, let's just be honest here. Compared to the actual gamers out there and people out there in the world, how many people have PSVR? Very, very little have PSVR. Even when you're talking about in gaming terms. At least the 3DS had hella people buying it. You know what I'm saying? So it made sense to talk about it. People still got mad, but at least it made sense. Like, to push VR like this, I think it's a little too much. All right, J2 Blue, take it easy, man. Thanks for coming out to the stream, and I appreciate your support on the channel, even despite being a student, man. I really do appreciate it, J2 Blue. Have a good day at class, my man. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Like, don't tell the teacher, "Hi, teacher, I would like to answer some questions." I'd like to answer a few questions. First, I'll start by asking that cute lady out right next to me. "Hey, baby." No, I'm joking. Don't do any of that. Don't do anything that I wouldn't do. Dave Gaming says, Sakurai is making fun of PlayStation Direct. I tagged you on Twitter. Sakurai is not... You mean the fake Sakurai? That's not the real Sakurai, dude. That's not the real Sakurai. That's not the real Sakurai. Is that the real Sakurai? That's not the real Sakurai. That's not the real Sakurai. That's a fake Sakurai. That's a fake Sakurai. Yeah. That's not a real Sakurai. It's fake Sakurai. The Deluxe. They put as much effort as on this as the format of the PS1 Classic. I think they might have put more effort on this than the PS1 Classic. At least this was in 60 frames per second. At least I think it was. Let's see here. Official King Trey 500 says Sony have good format, but the integration with PlayStation Underground may be showing after State of Play. Okay. Let's see here. Crit Asher says, "Places OJ. What's up, OJ? Look at the number of dislikes." All right, let's check out the dislikes then. Is that you guys are talking about this dislike stuff? Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah. PlayStation fans are not happy. Oh man, they're not happy. Dude, 10,000 dislikes to 8.5 thousand likes. So yeah, definitely not. They're not happy. But like I said, it's about the future, baby. It's about the future, baby. It's about the future. Enjoy Persona 5 on Switch. Let's see here. Serenity Lotus says, if we want to speak on facts, you know, with this many dislikes, I don't feel like uploading my normal reactions to the PlayStation Direct. I think I might hold off on that. I think I might hold off on that one, bro. I think might hold off on that, man. I don't know if it's a good idea. That's why my raw reactions might be my rethought reactions. Might be my rethought reactions a little bit more on the negative. Oh god, dude, I'm done. I don't think I'm gonna upload that, dude. I think I'm gonna upload the. I think I'm gonna talk about. I think I'm gonna upload the damn dog rant instead. I'm gonna upload that instead, dude. Oh my god, I think I'm gonna just do that. I don't know, man. There's a lot of people upset, bro. I'm not trying to get any of that PlayStation smoke to my channel, dude. Oh my gosh. So yeah, man. Yo, what's up, M. Williams? State of the VR is Labo Direct. I'm sorry, man. Yeah, guys, I don't know. I was gonna upload that reaction, but I think I'll just wait. I think I'll just wait a minute. Let me give myself some time to rethink what I just said. Oh my gosh. No, you're good. It's refreshing to hear a positive point of view, though. The year releases, you released the dog instead. But yeah, release the dog instead. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm not really trying to have PlayStation fans getting all psycho on my channel. So I mean, like, I thought it'd be better reaction than this, but I guess not. Yeah. Yeah, Fairy Tiger is the weekly ninja for the day. He's also the top stream ninja. Thank you, Fairy Tiger, for your contributions today from the Viking Nation. I know it's really late there. Probably getting ready to go to sleep for work tomorrow morning. Yeah. If you guys have questions, feel free, guys. I can answer questions. At least we'll make this a good 2-hour podcast, right, guys? That sounds like a good idea. TKR Vids says, I think a small portion of why it was badly received is because Sony's presentation came across as inauthentic compared to Nintendo's. Did it? What is inauthentic? It came across as very clean to me in terms of presentation format. I don't think it came across as inauthentic. Did it? Can you explain a little bit more? I think I see what you're saying, but I would just like, I don't disagree yet. Just let me know what you're talking about. Official King Trey 500 says, I think should the first Nintendo Direct, because I think everyone is overreacting to State of Play. Okay, yeah, I think people are definitely overreacting, like, to how bad. I don't think it was. I think it's a combination of copy. Like, people don't like when you copy, right? Like, I think that if the format was somehow really good, but they didn't copy exactly Nintendo, then I think people would have had a little bit better reaction. But because they copied Nintendo and it wasn't anywhere near as good as Nintendo's recent Nintendo Directs, I think that's the reason why they're pissed. If God of War 6, or if they showed a new Killzone Shadowfall, people would have liked this. Like, let's say they announced a brand new Killzone for the PS4 and PS5, but let's just say PS4 for right now, right? Thank you, Derek Smith. Thank you so much for the dollar donation. I appreciate that. Thank you for the support, my man. Via Super Chat, $1. If they showed off, like, let's say a new Killzone, I think people would be fine. Or if they showed off a new, whatever, an actual new, like, big game, people would be fine. But it's just because of the games. I think the format's fine. Yeah, people would be singing a very different tune if better games had been shown. Exactly. They'd be singing a very different tune. It's just that better games, it was a lot of updates on stuff that we already saw. But I mean, it was funny. I thought the Mortal Kombat stuff was funny. But I mean, people are already playing Mortal Kombat. It's like, okay, well, now all you did was just spoil us. Like, now that's not going to be, like, when we actually see that in the game, like, when we see, like, as soon as we get to the part where Johnny Cage punches Kano in the nuts, it's going to be like, oh, well, oh yeah, I saw it already. You know, so he just kind of spoiled some of the game, because that would have been a really funny part, right? Kano comes out there with the gun, and then Johnny Cage punches him in the nuts and says, go back to the 90s. And then the whole sunglasses thing. I'm pretty sure there's a lot more to be revealed, but I mean, like, yikes on some of that stuff, though. I mean, it was funny, but I mean, it's like, did you want to see that? I didn't know if I want to see all that with Johnny Cage and the extra sunglasses. I mean, and like I said, I'm pretty sure there's a lot more funny parts, but I mean, I'm not sure if I wanted to. I mean, it was fun at the time, but now I'm looking back, I'm like, damn, I think I kind of wanted to see that once the game releases. You know, like, why do you show some of the funniest, like, those parts were funny, you know? But hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. Let's see, for God's sake, the Nindies Direct was better than this. The Nindies Direct, you go into it with a different mindset because you know it's Nindies. This is PlayStation State of Play, so you expect bigger games. So the Nindies Direct, obviously, Cuphead is a pretty big game. I think Cuphead coming to Switch because of the implications of the whole Microsoft exclusive type of thing. That makes the Indies Direct a little bit bigger than this, I guess, right? And because there was a bunch of new games, but it's also because your expectations aren't so high to see graphically impressive games and stuff like that. Let's give Sony one of these. You're done? I'm not yet, man. Not yet, Crit Astra. Let's see here. Next Sony Direct when? I think that we're going to see the next Sony Direct near E3. Let's see here. This got me excited to get Mortal Kombat on the Switch. Okay. Look at Pulse. I already know about Pulse. I was around years... wait a minute. Hold up. Years before the first Nintendo Direct. I saw Pulse, but it wasn't like a Nintendo Direct, though. I mean, guys, listen. Serenity Lotus. Everybody here. There were presentations outside of E3 before Nintendo Directs. Presenting new game announcements and talking about games isn't a new art form for any of these companies. Okay? That's not a new art form. It's the style of what's being done. It's how it's being done. Let's see. Direct, like, I didn't say direct. I know, but I'm just saying, like, presenting new game announcements or form, like, this isn't a new thing. Like, there's been all types of iterations and formats from every company out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah. Okay, so I got a message from somebody, and we're gonna go ahead and have to call the we're gonna call the podcast right now, guys. So somebody wants to talk to me. So give me some last questions. I'll answer questions for a couple of minutes, and then I need to speak with somebody. So if you guys have any more questions, feel free to let me know. And then I'm gonna talk to somebody. And then I'm going to be back with more content today. Maybe I'll do another live stream tonight, or maybe I'll play a game. I think I kind of feel like playing a game. I don't really feel like editing anything because you guys are awesome, by the way. I just want to say this real quick, guys, before we go. Before I finish this. Thank you guys so much for supporting the streams. Thank you guys so much for supporting the new format style. It's allowed me to get things done quicker, and you guys have responded nicely. Very nicely. You guys are coming out to the streams just as much. You guys are watching the videos just as much. I mean, I'd still love to get back to where we were back in 2017 where we were getting well over 10K per video, but we'll build our way back up to it. But you guys are supporting so much on the streams. You guys are allowing me not to have to do Switch news and edit for 5 hours every single night before I go to sleep, or 4 hours. We can do regular videos with gameplay or whatever the case is, and you guys are watching them. They're shorter, so they're more focused, and I think that we're getting better search results too. So thank you guys so much for supporting the channel and supporting the type of vision that I want, which is streaming. I love streaming. I love talking to you guys directly when it comes to gaming content. I love making jokes. You can't make all the jokes and do all the stupid things during regular videos, and it builds like a better, I don't know, like just a better community this way, you know? So thank you guys so much for that. I really do appreciate that because you guys have been very supportive of the streams, because obviously Google ad revenue is not very good on the channel. You know, it's not great. So thank you guys so much for the support, whether it's like Patreon or whether it's through YouTube, you know, watching the videos or through live streaming. Thank you guys so much. And hopefully, you know, for those who like the village and continue to support, thank you guys for continuing. I really do appreciate that because it's afforded me, like, I can make faster news videos. I got videos out to you guys so quick. I can make faster news videos and you guys will still watch them. So thank you so much for that. Now let's move on to this last bit before I have to bounce, guys. All right, Mark, I'll take it easy, man. Getting your popcorn ready for the PE podcast on Thursday. Yes, PE podcast 6 o'clock p.m. PT, 9 o'clock Eastern Thursday. It'll be a can't miss podcast. Can't miss podcast. Let's see here. Is the last week's PE podcast uploaded? It's up for YouTube members and Patreons of any tier. I think for everybody, it's going to go live either tonight or tomorrow, one of those two. But if you want to get early access to the PE podcast, yeah, you can sponsor a Patreon or YouTube member. You'll get early access to it, at least minimum of at least 3 to 4 days of early access to that. But yeah, it should be up soon. So you don't, if you don't have to do the whole thing. Like if you want to watch it, it'll be up soon. So if it's not already up, it might already be up. Hold up, let me double check. It might already be up. I know we had it on early access for a little bit, but it might already be up. Let me double check real quick. PE podcast. Oh yeah, it's still not up yet. Okay, yeah, I'll make it live very soon here, guys. Are you playing Elite Smash or Smash or Patreon? I might play Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Still, I might play that. I need to play that game. I haven't played it yet. I might just do that. Greatness awaits. Yes. Greatness awaits. Let's see here. How likely is PS5 backwards compatibility? I think it's very likely. I think it's very likely. Any other questions, guys? I did watch it, and my God, I thought some of the Nintendo Directs were boring, like House Sway. What was that? What was that beeping sound? I heard a beep. I heard a meat beep. What was that beep?
Morning, sir.
Oh,
Our travel time to
it's
Shanghai
this.
is 11 hours, 15 minutes.
Told you we should have taken.
Oh, they're just replaying the state of play. It was the state of play. That's what it was. It was this. Because I was already on the page for the state of play. That's what it was. That's all it was. All right, so we'll just exit out of that. All right. Sony trying to invade this stream. Bleh. 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 Assassin's Creed Odyssey is lit. Yeah, I'm gonna check it out. All right, take it easy, Nathan. Nathan, working on your Switch. Working on your Switch. I gotta ask a couple more questions though when it comes to that. So we're working on that. Let's see here. I cannot speak English. So is this a Google translation? So it is with Google Translation. Is this a broadcast of game broadcast? No. Young Cho. We are basically talking about the Sony State of Play. We're talking about the Sony State of Play from Korea. Shoutouts, man. Shoutouts to Korea. No, we're talking about, there was a State of Play with PlayStation, so they were showing off new games for the PlayStation platform. So no, this is we're talking about that. Talking about it. We're pretty much done though. We're pretty much done. We're pretty much done here. So thank you guys so much for watching. Yo, Matthew, you're back. Matthew, good to see you here, my man. Good to see you here. What did I miss on the Sony announcement? Not really much. They just showed a new trailer for Days Gone that actually made the game look pretty good, or good enough at least, or well, maybe better than what it looked like before. They showed off some type of new multiplayer dungeon crawler beat 'em up online. So yeah, but anyway, that's it. I don't care about episode Arden. I'm done with Final Fantasy 15. So yeah. But all right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it, and we'll be back later with what was it? What are we gonna do? Yeah, we're gonna stream a game tonight. I don't know what game I'm gonna stream though. I don't know. I think it's gonna be Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I think I want to play some Assassin's Creed Odyssey. So we're going to maybe play that. If not, then we're not gonna do anything. Then I'll just maybe make a video for you guys tomorrow morning. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do. Either way, we're gonna do something. We're gonna have fun. I'm gonna make a video, or I'm gonna stream something, or I'm gonna do something. Not really sure, but something. I'm not really sure. But anyway, thank you guys so much for showing up to the stream tonight. I appreciate it. You guys were all absolutely amazing. Please make sure I'm going to plug some videos real quick. Before you guys go, please make sure you guys check out the videos on the channel. If you want to hear me talk more, I think it was last week's PE Live from like Saturday is up on the channel where we talk about Persona 5, the Royal, and April Gaming and Random Q&A. So that's up on the channel. A lot of you guys are already checking that out. Also, we had a new video that was on the Switch Pro and the Mini. So I was actually one of the first to get that video up. So if you haven't heard about that yet, so please make sure you guys check that out. Or the high-end Switch or whatever. Also, we had a video on the Microsoft PlayFab services that's going to offer voice chat on the Switch and text chat and servers and some others, matchmaking. Microsoft MS PlayFab. So there's also going to be that. Voice chat on Switch. There's going to be that as well. So you guys can check out that video that I did too. that video kind of got buried a little bit, but you guys are watching it, so it's not too bad. So check out that. All right, guys. That wraps it up for this one here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. All of you guys have a good day, okay? Have a good day. Enjoy the content. Be positive influences out there for everybody. And yeah, we'll see you guys very soon for another podcast, another video.